then walked into a bookshop and wanted to buy a book. He then saw this beautiful lady, smiled to her, and walked out after buying a book. Few days later, he went back to the same book shop again, and coincidentally, he met the same lady. They exchanged pleasantries this time around and planned to have a meeting or a date over to discuss a book. Franca and Ben went on this date and it was lovely between them. Ben did not waste time at all and will proceed to tell Franca he is interested in her because he has been in love since he walked into the bookshop. Then Ben came up with a plan of getting to know themselves but not too personal. Franca, on the other hand, saw this as a mystery and she played along with it. Franca got home and told her best friend Joyce about how the date went. Joyce, on the other hand, asked Franca who this man was, wanted to find out and do personal investigation about this man. Franca told Joyce that the only thing she knows about him is his first name because they have this thing of getting to know themselves outside of being personal. Joyce found that weird because in this day and age, who does getting to know you without getting to know them personally? Well, Franca was happy that this is how she wants her own to go. So she told Joyce that they have another date which happens to be on Friday 8 p.m. Joyce was happy for her friend but still wanted to know who this guy was for safety reason. After that discussion, Joyce announced to Franca that her boyfriend has proposed to her. She showed the ring to Franca. Both ladies jubilate and share some good wine together. Next Friday, Franca and Ben had another date at 8 p.m. This time around, they have deeper conversation regarding their work, a little bit of their family relations. Then after the discussion ended, Franca wanted to leave and Ben said before she leaves, he wants to propose another discussion to her and saying that this date went well because he has been falling in love and could not forget about her. So he would love to make this an official relationship. Franca was confused because it was too soon. Ben told Franca she can take her time to think about it, but he believes this relationship will go more further than it is at the moment. Franca was happy to hear that. Franca went home and told Joyce about the relationship proposal. Joyce, on the other hand, also thought this was too soon for them to date, which of course Franca agreed. On the third date, Franca has already accepted the proposal of Ben. So, Ben and Franca are officially dating. Franca went back home to announce to her best friend that she is now officially off the market because she is in a relationship with Ben. Joyce was happy but still confused as to how fast this relationship is starting. Then she announced to Franca that there is going to be a dinner date with her fiancé and her brother will be coming as well. In the night, Joyce was in the kitchen with her brother whilst Franca was in her room, only for the dinner to be ready when Franca came down to the kitchen. To her surprise, she met Joyce and Ben together. This was so much shock to her, she couldn't utter a word, and Joyce introduced Ben to Franca as her brother and also introduced Franca to Ben as her bestie. Whilst they were at the dining table eating, Ben and Franca were stealing glances at each other. This made Joyce uncomfortable and asked Franca to switch table or switch chair with her. This immediately sent a signal to Joyce that Franca and Ben are dating. Whilst the dinner ended, Franca confessed to her bestie Joyce that yes, she is dating her brother Ben. He didn't know she was her bestie either, neither did she know Ben was her brother either. So it is official now, she is dating her brother. Joyce immediately wiped out a smile off her face and told Franca that she cannot date her brother because her brother is way too good for her. And with the past that she has, she cannot date her brother. Franca was confused and didn't understand why her bestie was against her dating her brother. So, days later, Joyce started being resented towards Franca. So Franca decided to move to Ben's apartment to spend some few days there. Joyce noticed that Franca was not in the house and she gave an excuse to be with Ben in the house, only to disturb Ben and Franca's relationship. Joyce also paid some two girls to lie that they are the girlfriends of Ben. This brought a huge fight between Franca and Ben. Joyce again went ahead to make some public declaration of Franca's social media about she dating some mysterious man. This also brought a very huge fight between Franca and Ben, and they had to go on a quick break of their relationship. This moment was making Joyce happy. Ben did a little digging and realized that the messages he got about Franca's relationship were fake. So, to Joyce's surprise, she met Franca and Ben together again. So, with all her attempts to break them apart, the relationship is still intact. So one day, meeting Ben and Franca together, she started blowing insult on Franca, and this made her brother to ask why she does not want him to date Franca. This was the moment Joyce revealed that Franca has been a stripper and has been sleeping around with men, multiple men for that matter, for money in few years ago whilst they were trying to hustle and make some money for themselves. And she was also a stripper, but she did not sleep around. For Franca, she did sleep with numerous men to make more money. So she does not deserve her brother. Ben was confused because he knows they were strippers, but sleeping around was not the part that he's aware of. Franca said, yes, we were strippers. I was stripping, but I was not sleeping around. Then Joyce asked why she was making more money than all the girls. This was also the moment Franca confessed that she had an investigative inspector who was giving her more money to give some tips on how this business was being run by Madame Tessie. That was the reason why few days after they left that place, the club was closed down because she gave all the tips to the police to close down that business. Joyce was at this point dumbfounded and was shocked to her bone that all the tantrums she has been throwing around was for no reason, because Franca was indeed not sleeping with men in the days. Ben was ashamed of his sister and asked Joyce to apologize to Frank. Frank, on the other hand, immediately forgave her because they are still good friends. Whilst this was going on, Joyce was having her own relationship issues. Elvis broke up with her due to lack of attention from Joyce. Joyce had to go back and apologize, but Elvis did not budge. Months later, Ben proposed to Franca in the bookshop that they met. Franca accepted the proposal and they were officially engaged. Joyce was happy that his brother and bestie are now a couple. Elvis walked in there and said she is being forgiven and that they can continue their marriage preparation. Joyce and Elvis were together. Franca and Ben were together. Joyce had to apologize to Elvis once again for forgiving her. Franca and Ben were so happy for Joyce because she was devastated when her engagement was called off by Elvis.
Thanks for watching this recap. This channel brings you the best Nollywood movies. We save you time and money. Don't forget to subscribe and like our videos for more movie recap.